Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy BB27 here, and welcome to something very different on this channel than normal. It's actually going to be an album review. So if you guys don't know, on my old BB27 channel, I used to do album reviews of all my favorite bands like Paramore, Weezer, even some older bands like Fleetwood Mac. But I haven't done an album review in a couple, well, not even a couple years, like a year, maybe half a year. It's been a while. That's because, termination, moving channels, all different genres, all this stuff that I've been doing. So now I'm finally back and we're doing an album review. This is for a very underrated, very not, like, it's unknown. Like, nobody knows this album, only like a few people. It was introduced by my friend Winsis, aka Clifford. He comes on the stream sometimes, so shout out to him. But yeah, I listened to this album a while ago. I just re-listened, I can't speak. I re-listened to it just today for this video. But yeah, it's Bipolar Thoughtz by Tito. So it's really underrated. You guys, the reason I'm doing this review on something like this is because it's incredible. It's such a good album, and I'm gonna go track by track. I can't really do this video the way I wanted it to be done. I can't like do as much editing, so I'm sorry that this is basically just gonna be most of the video. The way I wanted it to do, like, I wanted to put the songs in the background, but I couldn't find them on the search engine like that I used to download music, so it was kind of impossible for me to do. I was gonna have like transitions and all this other shit, but I can't really do that, unfortunately. But maybe for future album reviews, I can do that, like bigger known albums and, stuff like that. But anyways, we're going to hop right into it. The first song, Stunt. So I thought Stunt was it's all right. Like, it's good. It's a good opener. It basically introduces you to Tito and kind of how he is, like what he thinks of himself. Like, it's like him being cool, and like he's talking about girls pulling out their phones and taking pictures of him. Like, oh, who is he? Basically, he kind of introduces himself as this chill, kind of relaxed guy, and he also introduces himself as the genie of R&B. So this is something you're gonna hear a lot throughout this entire album. But he'll always start the songs off like, "It's the genie of R&B." Like something like that, right? And sometimes it's a little bit different. Sometimes if it's more, a beautiful, relaxing song, he's like, "It's the genie, ooh," like that. And that's mainly because it is R&B type music, right? So it's more relaxing, it's more chill vibes, A lot of the songs are about him talking about his passion for women and wanting to have sex and all that. And we'll get into that a little bit later. This first song actually really isn't about that. At least from what I was hearing, a lot of it was just about him bragging and kind of just him as, he's Tito. It's like an introduction. It's a decent song. I give it like an 8 out of 10. It's not a bad first opener. It's just not one of the better ones on the album. But it's definitely not the worst. It's good. It's one I can listen to again, but it's not my favorite, but it's decent. So then we got Amazing. So Amazing's really good. Off the bat, it's a 9 out of 10. It's better than Stunt. Amazing is basically him talking about this girl that he thinks is so amazing and that he really wants her, and it's like, "You are so amazing." Like, it's the first song that's really relaxed and chill. Like the first song wasn't like that chill. It was like a little more going on, a little more hyper, a little more energetic. This song, though, more chill, more relaxing, and it's really just about him and this girl, and he's talking about how amazing she is, right? It's really good. I love this song. I think it's a little bit basic, though. Most of the lyrics could be just summed up to, "You are so amazing, you are amazing, and I'm glad you're mine." Like, that's the majority of the song, not the album. The song, though, a lot of the lyrics are just that. But just because it's not super complex, there's not much going on, it's not a bad song. It's a very good song. I think it's one of the better ones. Not one of the best, but definitely one of the better ones. But yeah. So not too much else to say about that one. It's really chill. It's really good. Then we got You Need Me in Your Life. So this song is like a buffed version of Amazing. It's like Amazing on crack. This is like a 10 out of 10 song. Genuinely, I know. I'm sorry. Let me just take this more seriously. This song is so incredible. Like, it is so good. Sorry for laughing. Okay, look. So this song is kind of like Amazing, but it's way more passionate. You could tell he really, really wants this girl, and he's like telling her how much he needs him in her life, right? and he's basically saying just how bad he wants to be with her, how perfect she makes his life, and how he just really needs her. It's a little more sexual too than amazing, at least from what I remember. It's a 10 out of 10 easily. It's just very passionate. You can tell his soul and energy is into this woman that he really wants to be with, and I really like that about this song. You know, it's very chill too. It's like, it's way better sounding overall, just with everything, than Amazing or Stunt. So it's definitely one of the best ones on the album. This is one I played a lot on streams back in the day too. It's just such a good song. You know, it's just so good. It's one that you can't skip. You just can't skip it. Next up, we got Drink. This one's really good. It's nothing to really do about like wanting to bang a girl or anything like that. This time it's mainly about him going to like a club, you know, mixing up his drinks and just vibing. He's getting a vibe going. He's getting lit. The chorus is awesome. Like, I love the chorus on this one so much. And that's one thing I can say about the whole album, is that the choruses are very good on every track, almost every single one. There's not really a bad chorus I can think of. Drink is really chill. It's really, you know, you can just kind of feel the vibe of it. You know, he's just trying to get lit, trying to have fun, have a good time. Obviously there's women involved, I think, at some point in the song, but I really like it a lot. It's like him mixing drinks and just vibing and hanging out with his homies, which is something he'll mention in some other songs too. But yeah, Drink is it's really tight. You know, it's a really good vibe. I really like it a lot. It's not as good. I give it like maybe I'll give it a 10. I give it a 10. It's listenable. Like, it's very re-listenable. You can just go over and over and go over again. It's like addicting. It's kind of weird how addicting some of the songs on this album are. Like, this one especially is very addicting, but yeah, I really like it. So next one is literally, it's not the best, but it's like second best, Panties. So, I mean, I could write a whole essay on Panties, bro. No, I'm talking about the song. So the song Panties, it's so beautiful. Like, the piano right in the beginning, the intro, it's just so good. It hooks you in and it keeps you there. But this is also one of the most sexual songs on the album, easily. The entire thing is about him wanting to have sex with this girl. And he's talking about her panties, and talking about how much he wants her to like pull them off, or how much he wants to sniff them. It's kind of... when I'm describing the lyrics, it makes it sound like he's a perverted like asshole, right? But no, the way he does it, the way he's like singing it and going deep into it, he makes it so beautiful and romantic. Like, even though, yeah, the lyrics on this one are a little much, like, they're a little bit too much, right, compared to the other songs, but they're still really good. It's like still a very well done song. Like, I really, really enjoy this one. It just puts you in a mood. A fun fact, this was actually the first song on the album I ever heard, and this is the first song that got introduced me to Tito way back in February of 2023, this year. And yeah, this song, incredible. It just hooks you in right away. It has this nice slow build up, and then as it goes, it just keeps getting expanded upon, which is something that happens a lot in this album too, I've noticed. But yeah, this one is it's like a banger. It's like a 10 out of 10, easily one of the best on the album. Despite a lot of it just being about him wanting to have sex with a woman, which it kind of gets repetitive by this point. Like, I mean, there's some songs like Drink and Stunt and, you know, some of the later ones that aren't all about that. But this one especially is like the peak of that. At least for me, it was. But yeah, so moving on, we got I Want You. So I Want You is another really good song. Okay, I'm forgetting what this one sounded like, unfortunately. Give me a sec. Okay, I can't believe I just forgot what the hell it sounded like. I don't know. I just listened to this like 20 minutes ago. This one's like a really, like, the only way I can describe this one is like whimsical. It's like so romantic in a way, and it's so, he does it in such, like, the beat, right, and the instrumentals, it just all flows together really nicely and puts you in a nice vibe, which most of the songs on here do. Some of them don't do it as well. This one does it very well. I think it's like a nice 9. It's not quite as good as Panties or You Need Me in Your Life, but it's very good. Like, I Want You, it's really tight, really smooth, has a very smooth vibe to it. Again, like, okay, it's from what I remember, it is another song about a woman he's trying to bang, right? This one's a little more extreme though with the lyrics. He's like talking about, oh, he wants her on her back, you know, screaming his name, and just how badly he wants this girl. I don't know if he's talking about just one girl in this entire album or multiple girls. Some songs he's like, oh, I got like 2 women in my hand, which we'll talk about that in a second. But like, I guess he's talking about multiple different women that he really wants. This one especially, I mean, it's more aggressive. Like, it's not really aggressive in terms of beats or instrumentals. Fuck me, right? It's not aggressive there, but in terms of the lyrics, I feel like it's a little more aggressive than some of the earlier songs on the album. But yeah, it's a very well put together song. It's just like, again, like I said, by this point, it's getting a little bit like, okay, we get it. You really want to have sex with women. Like, we get it, right? But that doesn't make it bad. This song, like, all these songs stand out in their own kind of unique way, even though a lot of the subject matter is just kind of the same stuff over and over again, you know, minus a few. They all stand out because of the beats and because of just kind of how the way he does it. Like, he'll use a lot of different ways of describing how badly he wants these women, or how badly he wants to party or hang out with his homies and stuff like that. So yeah, I really like this one. This one's really chill. It's a vibe. It's a bop. I'll give it like a 9. It's not quite as good, but yeah. Next up, we got Baby and Me. So this one's similar to I Want You. It's not as much going on. It's mainly him talking about chilling with, you know, his girl and him, right? They're chilling. They're having a vibe. There's not as much going on. I think there's a little more going on, though, from what I remember. It has this nice, it's nice own kind of vibe going on. It's less chill than the other songs, but the lyrics really hit you. And there's not a whole lot to say about it, unfortunately. Baby and Me is just one of the more forgettable ones. Like, it's good, and as it goes on, I remember it just keeps getting better and better. He definitely expands upon like just all the beats and like with the chorus and that he keeps expanding, but that's about it though. There isn't like a ton to say. I still think it's like a nice 8. It's a nice 8 out of 10. Kind of same thing with I Want You. It's like another 8, 9-ish out of 10. These aren't amazing. Oh, ignore that. These aren't amazing, but they're very good. Like this song, very good, I'd say. Let me check my runtime. Okay. So yeah, not a whole lot to say about it. Now we got Oh Wow. So this song's like a 7. I'll just say that right away. It's a 7. It's probably my least favorite on the album, which I know, don't get mad at me. I know a lot of people love Oh Wow. Not that many people, but I guess. But some people probably really like this song more than the other ones. This one for me just didn't really do it. I think though, lyric-wise, it carried. The lyrics in this one are so funny. Like, they had me laughing my ass off. Like, I don't care for the beats or anything else going on in the song. Like, it doesn't sound the best to me. It's not one of the like better ones. It doesn't really like, it doesn't go hard. It doesn't go as hard, right? But the lyrics are so damn funny. Like, there's literally one point in the song where he's like booty moving like trap rap. Like, I started dying when that came up. Like, yes, these aren't necessarily amazing lyrics, but they're so funny. And I think this song easily has some of the funniest lyrics on the entire album. So yeah, Oh Wow, I'd say the lyrics carry it. The beats and stuff, just not quite as good as everything else, but still pretty good. It's like a 7 though. Maybe a 7.5. I don't know. The lyrics were really good in it. Now we got the best song on the album, Feeling Good. I'm feeling good. Like, that shit will go so crazy. This is the one I always play on streams. It's the number one choice for me. It's a 10 out of 10. There's a lot of 10 out of 10s on the album, but this one especially just exceeds those. Like, it's easily his best work. It's just such a vibe. It's not just about, oh, I really want this woman, or I really want to, like, I don't know, do this thing, like, I want to hang out with the homies. Like, it's a little bit different, right? So it's him on a night out on the town, right? He's like partying with the boys. He's like getting drunk. He's looking good. He's feeling good. He's having a vibe. Like, the lights are flashing, kind of like some Kanye West type shit. Like, this song just has the perfect vibe, and it really, like, for me at least, I know this is more of a personal thing, it's just incredible. It gets me going. It gets me happy. It gets me like feeling good. You know, it gets you wanting to party, wanting to go out late at night, just hang out, just do shit. Like, it has such a good vibe going for it, and I love that. The lyrics are amazing. The beats amazing. Everything's amazing about it. Production wise is really good. And Feeling Good, I wish more of the album was like Feeling Good, to be honest, because there are some songs that just don't really hit, but like most of them really do. Like, I love this album, I really do, but like Feeling Good especially, I just wish there was more of that. It's such a vibe. Like, oh my god, It's incredible. Then we got Girlfriend 22. This one's like a 9. I might honestly become a 10 for me at some point. I love this song so much. It's so good. Like, I wasn't expecting that either. I thought it'd be kind of mid, but no, it's actually really incredible. The piano saves it. I will say that. There's a lot of piano on this song compared to other songs. I mean, Panties probably has the most, but this song has a lot of that, and the chorus just hits so hard. He's like, will you be my girlfriend, like some shit like that, and then at the end, he's like, oh, I'm fooling myself, will you marry me? It's like, what? Like, the ending throws you off a little bit, but, like, it's building up to that at the same time. It's so good. Like, it just slaps, and I was not expecting that. At first, I was like, oh, this is okay, but then it gets incredible. But yeah, it's mainly him. It's kind of like, the best way I can describe this track is almost similar to You Need Me in Your Life or Amazing, but it's like way more passionate, even though it's not quite as good as those, like maybe almost as good as those. It's very passionate on what he's talking about. He really, really wants this girl more than any other girl in the song. So yeah, this one's just so good. He's so passionate about it. It's incredible. And it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. I mean, him just like, he's like literally asking a girl to marry him at a point in the song. It's just really funny. But yeah, then we got the final song, Bake. Now this song is completely different than anything else on this album, and it's very good too. I wouldn't say it's a 10, no, but it's like a 9. I'd say like a good 8 or 9 to finish off the album, and that's not bad at all. Basically, this song is a very motivational song. Nothing to do about sex or women or clubbing or the homies. It's him talking about struggling in life and overcoming that, and how, you know, look at him now, you know, look at what he's doing now. Like, he got through all that shit. Like, he's basically just telling people to, you know, let their future kind of bake in the oven type shit. And then eventually you'll get the things you want. You just gotta be patient. You gotta be patient about it, and it will come to you. And I love that. It took a very motivational, inspirational vibe. I really like that a lot. I think this is one of the most unique songs on the album, and I think that's kind of tight. I wish there was a little more variety than just like, I want to have sex with this girl. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about Bake. I think it's really good. It's a good way to end the album, and I like how different it is. The beats and everything are just great. You know, it sounds good. The lyrics are meaningful, very meaningful. I will say that about that. And yeah, what a good way to finish off the album. So overall, I will give this album it's like a nice like 9 out of 10. I'm feeling like a nice strong 9 out of 10. Like, there are a couple flaws with it, or I think it's a little repetitive. I think a couple of the tracks don't hit as hard as the other ones, but most of them do. Most of them are 9s and 10s for me. There are a couple 8s and 1 7, but that's not that bad. That's really good. It's like very consistent, and you can just listen to it over and over again, most of these songs. And yeah, I love this album. I think it's great. Definitely recommend it. It's a 9. Let me know how you thought about it, and that's about it. Like, subscribe, hit your boy Blader, and peace out. Take care.